Why can't you sit down?
Oh, we're live.
Hello, everyone.
I'm not sure if the video on.
This is the thing.
Let me change this to live chat so we can see all the questions.
I don't know about the sound.
Should we test?
Don't light it. Open the torch. Let the gas come out, and just look at the levels. They will always correct themselves, and then you think, okay, so release some water in there. Turn it off. Release it.
Yes, we have sound.
We have sound, but it's working. Yeah.
Victoria's here. Hello, Victoria. Anthony, hello, hello. Sounds okay. Yeah, the sound isn't going to be as good as usual because we're at the Excel, as you can see. We're not in the studio. Hi, guys. Okay, just wait for to come on. Hi, hello, hello. Yes, oh, good, good. So you guys can hear okay? I know there's a lot of background noise here.
What's confusing as well is if you take it out,
And it's all happening. Yeah. But as long as you can hear us.
Good.
Great. So,
Oh.
this is Leo
Oh, sorry.
from HS Walsh. So we're here at the HS Walsh stand, and they've been good enough to let us come and
Drop in on them.
hijack the party, basically.
Yes, indeed.
So if you have any questions, hi Lena, if you have any questions at all relating to HS Walsh, any of their products, any tool related question, here's the guy who's going to answer them for you today.
Well, I'll try.
So we've been looking at diamond testers,
Yes.
haven't we?
Yes.
Which the lab-grown diamond tester.
The gem pen that we sell also comes with a dark room, and that will differentiate between HPHT and lab-grown stones, etc. And it actually gives you colour definitions, so it's very easy to identify what the stone is.
I'm impressed.
And yeah, for approximately £1,800 plus that, it's affordable too.
It's really good.
I was impressed with it.
Yeah, we have been having a play, haven't you, today?
Yes, yeah.
Hands on with the stones as well. Seeing what's real and what's not.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. So if you have any questions, yeah, I'm sorry, it's going to be a little bit of a fuzzy picture. I do apologise because we're at the Excel.
Excel
We're
in
like
London.
bouncing about in the field.
It's
Yeah.
quite big on the screen, though, isn't it? Quite clear.
Yes, nice
The
view of
lights
the
are better.
ceiling. Yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, I had a lovely day yesterday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
So yeah, so get some questions in, guys. We want to answer your questions, so please put them in the chat box about tools or anything you want to know about tools, or the microflames, the needle flame, as it's called. Please do ask some
Adrian's
questions.
here with the needle flame.
Can we say hello, Adrian?
Hello,
Yeah,
Adrian.
there's Adrian.
All right.
So any questions, please ask them, and we're more than happy to answer them.
So what other pieces of equipment have we got here on the stand, on the HS Walsh stand?
We have dado lasers.
Oh, yeah,
We
So
have
what does that do?
dado laser. It's for small workshops. It's £3,800 plus VAT. It's perfect for an independent jeweller that can repair jewellery in-house and also do restoration without actually damaging the existing patina, especially on antique pieces. We've got its big brother, which is the LZR 75. That comes in different power ratios. That you can use all day, every day. The dado's more for 15-20 minute bursts. We've also got full range of pulse welders, and we've got two new models that we're showcasing, the TW1PJ and the TW1PJM, that are both orientated towards the permanent jewellery market. In the
That's a
region
big
of
thing at
about
the moment, isn't it? On the
huge,
increase, yeah.
huge. The TW1 PJ retails at 3695 plus VAT from memory. So again, you can use it for jobbing and for restoration, but it's a very small, compact, neat unit that you can have on the counter and offer permanent jewellery there and then.
Sounds good. So we've got a question. Daphne would like some more info on a good home torch. So some of these guys
Right.
obviously there's insurance.
Yes.
Isn't there, with
The beauty with the needle flame, if you look on our website, it comes with a pink cabinet or a blue cabinet.
very pretty.
It's a standalone unit. It's based on the original microflame, but Adrian, that is the MD here, that is demonstrating it, actually designed this over a year ago. We showcased it at last year's show, and it produces hydrogen as well as oxygen, which means A, it's totally safe because it runs on water and the crystals. There's also a chamber, the chamber that has the water in is only topped up with MEK. Therefore, if the MEK runs out, the machine stops working. So there's no danger of the flame going back into the machine, causing any issues whatsoever. You can actually, excuse me, you can actually melt platinum with it as well. It's the only machine on the market that you don't have to use oxygen and propane with to be able to melt platinum.
And it only produces gas when it's turned on.
That's
So it's
correct.
completely safe.
Yes, it's completely safe. It's only producing hydrogen and oxygen when it's actually in use.
And we have another guest with us.
And that retails 2195 plus VAT. And
good.
that only needs to be serviced every 5 years.
That's very good.
So the maintenance costs are negligible. The only thing you have to buy is MEK.
It's very good, isn't it? Good. And perhaps we can get Adrian on or picture the.
Adrian was here a moment ago, but I was going to take the computer over there, but I don't want these people behind might not want to be
Yeah.
on the live, so
Yeah.
I'll wait till they've moved
That's
and then we
fine.
can show the needle
That's
flame.
fine. For now,
Yeah.
Great.
Fab. Okay.
So,
Do we have any other tool-related
So
questions?
there we go. That's what it's all about. And we'll try and get Adrian on. We'll try and get a picture of the needle flame a little bit later.
that's a good machine.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So we're joined by Patrick. You are the. Tell us a bit about yourself, Patrick.
COHS Walsh.
CEO.
Yeah. Started off making the tea and sweeping the floors,
Really?
and progressed from there. So that's a long time.
And HSWAS has been going for how long?
75 years.
75 years.
76.
Goes very, very quickly. And yeah, we have 3 branches. Our an office in showroom in Birmingham, in the Jewellery Quarter, and of course Hatton Garden, where Leo is manager. And I reside at our head office in Biggin Hill.
Okay. And you're still not making the tea then? You
I make it from time to time.
progress. You're not doing the tea anymore.
But you see, I don't drink tea, so I don't really
okay.
mind.
That's
if I
my
make it.
excuse. That's why I never let it get long.
Exactly. And I've had a few remarks about my tea.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
So if you make it bad the first time, they don't ask you to make it again.
Exactly. That's good philosophy.
So let's have a look, see what sort of questions we got here. Where's Louise gone?
I'm here.
Can you read them out, Lou? What have we got?
Victoria needs a better torch.
Yeah.
Daphne asked a question about the torch. Price range on the torches is one of the questions.
2-1.
The needle flame is £2,195 plus VAT, but because there are no other consumables apart from the MEK, it pays for itself in no time at all.
Yes.
When you add up the cost of oxygen and propane and actually the delivery costs involved in that as well.
And it's available in pink.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in pink and blue and possibly green as well.
Really? I know Adrian's been asked for all different types of colours, isn't he?
Yes.
We had
Yeah.
a lady earlier whose shop was pink. So she was absolutely thrilled to bits with the needle flame.
Well, believe it or not, 70% of the sales have been pink.
Yeah.
And only
Oh, I can well
30%
believe it.
have been
Yeah.
blue.
So pretty.
And I've sold 2 through London recently, and they've gone to male-orientated workshops.
Yeah.
They wanted people just for the feminine aspect. Yeah.
But it's, you know, with workshops, it's nice to have a bit of colour, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
And the other thing is, you will always have our full support. That's another major
That's important,
factor.
isn't it?
We thrive on the fact that we are there for your needs, and if there are issues, and issues do arise, they do crop up, we will be there to assist you. We may not be able to help you straight away. There are certain restrictions still, unfortunately, but we will do our utmost.
It's good to know.
We have something that we've worked on over the years very a lot with is the fact that the Walsh name and the service that you get. If you buy something from us, you do get the Walsh service.
Treatment, yes. Exactly. I've been a customer for about 38 years, and I think you were one of the first companies actually. 38? I don't know, God. I'll buy you a drink
You
later.
don't look old.
But no, it's one of the first companies that I actually registered with. Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get a customer that comes on because they had this perception of no one's going to help me. It's nice to get a thank you afterwards, and we do get those. People say, "Well, thanks for helping us out."
Yeah.
And it's important.
It is. Yeah. And I think customer service goes a long way these days.
Yeah. And it's not always about turning. It is in our business. It's service.
We may not always be able to price match, but you will get our full support.
Of course.
There are other companies out there that,
You're only
will sell
after
you
the
the product,
initial sale.
but once they've sold it, that's it.
Okay, you bought it,
You're on your own.
you're
Yeah.
on your own. And
It was so important, isn't it?
but we also have a philosophy that if a customer has an item that they haven't bought from us, that they have a problem with, we will still help them, but we will charge them a handling fee.
Okay.
So we don't turn somebody away and say, "Well, did you buy that from us?" No, well, go back to where you bought it.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We
good.
will help. If
Brilliant.
somebody's going to have a problem, we will
Yeah.
help.
It's good to know.
As long as it was UK sourced and it's a product that we sell.
Yes.
That's good to know. Good to know. Any other questions? No other questions
Do you want to
yet?
just quickly show the needles?
Oh, yes. We show the needle frame.
This way.
Right, let's see if we can move this around a little bit and get a picture. I know what's connected.
I just conscious that these people might not want to be filmed, so I'm standing.
There we go. So there we go. So that is the needle flame, as you can see, and it's a nice. And this one is in a pink container, a pink box. Okay. Cool. Excellent. I think I've lost my lead, but there we go. Good. So that is the. I've lost my lead. You sit there, Lou. Lou, a minute. I lost my lead a minute.
What you lost?
Lost my lead.
Lost your lead. It's no good, is it?
No.
We got any more questions coming in? Gillian says, sounds like a good company. Yes, it really, really is, and that's why we work with them.
That's a very good statement. We'll pay you later.
Excellent. Actually saying blurred image. Yeah, sorry, Anthony, we're out and about, so it's not quite the same as it normally is.
Yeah, we're on an old laptop. Hence the reason why the picture may not be the best. So,
Yes, that's better. They can't see it, but no,
It's the
Oh, you got the
lights.
lights.
it's the light. Yeah.
that's much better.
So we haven't had a chance to have a look around the show just yet, but there's less lab-grown diamond stands here this year, so I'm pleased to say.
Yes.
And there's lots more of everything else.
Yeah, it's definitely more varied than last year.
It's quite important to say that the organisers here have done a very, very good job. I mean, they've been very helpful from day one. We support them. We supported the first show last year, and Lennox, who's the event organiser, director, he's been a delight to work with, really, and that's unusual for exhibitions.
Yes.
We initially pulled out a few years ago of exhibitions because the organisers didn't really appreciate where we're from and what we were doing, and our association in the trade.
It's important to have those associations if they want the shows to grow.
Yeah. Yes,
as
exactly.
well.
Exactly.
It's excellent.
Also, they have to be affordable for exhibitors to be able to exhibit.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
not only that, it's a full package. If you go to an exhibition and the food is not up to scratch, will you return? I went to an exhibition early on in the year, and the food is right. You know, you have to eat, you have to drink.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And here they seem to have it.
It's a good place. It's quite straightforward to get to as well.
Yes.
From the Custom House, yeah, on the Elizabeth line as well.
But I think for any prospective person that wants to come to a show, this show is going to grow. No doubt about that. There's 30% more exhibitors here than there were last year, and it will grow. And it's nice to see. And it's nice to see that happening in our trade.
Yeah. No, it is good. It is good to see. And I,
Do you guys have any more questions for Leo and Patrick on any of the tools or anything for Razor generally? They're here now at your disposal, so please ask away.
yeah, let us know what your next purchase is, and perhaps we can have a chat about that.
And we can give you some advice on tea and coffee making.
And if they want to leave any comments, we can always get back to them.
Yes.
Yes. No, thank you. No worries. No worries. What else do we need to say?
I haven't had a chance to walk around yet, so I don't
I
really
know.
know. Jenna, you're here. GIA, you're here. The Nat, they're here.
Yeah. You got Thomas Arbo
Yes. I have the free sweets.
with the free sweets.
Yeah.
Worth it, Kevin, just for the sweets. So, yeah.
Free sweets. Giving up.
Oh, right. Look at this. Oh, I have one of those. Oh, yeah, look, a freebie. Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, the sound is not great. There's a lot of din going on in the background. Sorry about that. Victoria's saying, I would like a ring stretcher. Any recommendations?
We do our own, and we also do the Durston ring stretchers. If you wanted to pop onto our website, www.hswalsh.com, and put ring stretcher into the top of our search bar, it will bring up all the products that we.
And of course, there's two main areas there on ring stretchers. There's
Yes.
the wedding ring and there's gem ring.
Yeah.
Totally different tools.
And then there's also shank benders and so forth as well. So, or even just put the word Durston in, and that will bring up a big range of the Durston products that we stock as well. And please note, our price point is better than Durston's website. It's more, they're all more affordable.
It is good. So that's the shank bender. Doesn't have the dies, but yeah, that's the Durston one.
And you will know that I've been given a sweet to keep me quiet. Sticking my teeth together now.
Dee is asking, heavyweight planishing hammer, please.
We have a whole range of planishing hammers on the website as well. Unfortunately, for an event like this, we bring the bigger machines and the new technology. But please do have a look at our website, have a peruse, pop in planishing hammer or even just hammer, and there will be a wealth of choice for you.
That's the fact we're always available on the telephone as well to discuss if somebody wants a particular tool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite more than happy to spend some time talking.
And the phone number for Biggin Hill is 01959 543 660.
Let's tap that in, shall we? So what was it? Oh,
01959
We lost the sound.
543.
Anthony's saying, is it sound or is it picture, Anthony, that's the problem?
sorry. 01959
543 660.
And that is
Beacon Hill.
Beacon. Good one.
One other point as well, with the Beacon Hill switchboard, we have a switchboard operator. We don't have press button 1, press button 2. When you press button 2, you get a
Old school.
you get a choice of another 5 numbers. We have a account staff answering the telephone. They can put you through to whatever department's needed. So that's quite important.
It
Again,
is.
customer service.
Yeah, it's this one thing I hate is that you have like several options. You get one option, then you've got another several more options to go further.
And then you get somebody say, it's happened to me this morning, very sorry, we're very busy. I don't want to know when they're busy. And we'll get back to you, we'll answer the phone when we can.
Just answer. Yeah,
On
absolutely.
the odd occasion, we will take your number and give you a call back.
Yes.
But you will get a call back.
So yeah, so that there are gem ring stretchers, wedding ring stretchers. Just depends on the style of actual tool that you do fancy.
We've got rolling mills here. We've got the new Cavazier watch polishing machine. There is also a range of watch tool materials, pressure testers,
Laser engraving.
We'll have to have a look at that.
Showcasing the new laser engraver today as well. That comes with full support. It also comes with delivery and full training included in the price.
Okay, so we got here. So to all the employees at the company, make jewellery. A few.
I've never made a piece of jewellery in my life. I was in the retail part of jewellery and silversmithing and antique market for 30 years, was made redundant just after COVID due to the non-existent footfall.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Walsh needed a new London
Did you say
manager. No, I said unfortunately, Walsh needed a new manager for their London store, and Pat was stupid enough to employ me. So it's history.
Had to do it. My background is biological. I trained for a year and a half in Switzerland a number of years ago, and was taught by my father, who was a watchmaker. I used to return from school and took the watches down for him, cleaned them, ready for when he came home, and did some work afterwards. So yeah. And I think one of the problems I had when I went to Switzerland is the fact that they thought because I was also Englishman, I didn't know what I was doing until one day I took a drawer out of a Landron 48 chronograph movement, and I built the whole movement and showed it to them working.
Yeah.
Day after that, I was accepted.
Well respected then.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to do it now.
But you've got Nettie who makes jewellery.
Yes, we have. Nettie is works for us for 2-3 days a week. It's incredible. I mean, she has her own business with jewellery, and we're glad to have her.
That's good. Got another question here. I have a GRS Benchmate. Is it worth getting the third-hand soldering station, or just solder straight on top of the Benchmates?
I would say you've answered the question. Purely,
I've
Buy
got
the third hand.
the third hand,
Yeah.
and it is useful.
Because it frees up both your hands.
You've got both hands free. Yes.
there's always, I suppose, a trade-off in
It's the
cost.
versatility.
Yeah, there's always a trade-off in cost, though, isn't it? Because you can think, hang on a second, do I spend X amount on a piece of kit? Am I going to use it?
Yeah.
I have a car restoration hobby, and some of the kit that I bought, I think, crikey, why did I buy that? But then there's always a time when you're going to need to use it.
Yes. Exactly. So yes. So buy the third-hand soldering station. Yes. Is it? Yes.
So it's a yes from us.
So yes. So is there an outlet in the Jewellery Quarter, Birmingham? Yes, there is.
Warstone News. We have a
Next
trade
to the big peg.
next to Big Peg. We have a trade counter there with 4 staff, very knowledgeable. You have Daz, who's the manager, that knows a lot about GRS.
And that's just set back off the pavement, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So yes, so there is a branch in the Jewellery Quarter. So the audience says, what advice do you have for a watchmaker with no brand building experience? So I guess this is about social media branding. I think,
Is it
Louise,
about- Are you new to watchmaking, or are you new to building your business?
Oh, sorry, Pinto. Yes, sorry about that. It is. We are in a huge exhibition hall, so we are fighting for quietness. But yeah. So he's new to the business. So how do you get on then with a watchmaker trying to brand a watch or the business?
I think from the mechanical side, you've either got the British School of Watchmaking that has some information, or you have the BHI. The BHI is a good level to start with.
That's the British Horological Institute.
Yes, it is in Upton Hall, in Newark. If you looked at them, they have some very interesting courses. They have some away courses for home use.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to start. If you want to know a bit about the horological side of watching, it's probably a good place to start.
Okay.
And I don't think the course is expensive.
All right.
And
Okay.
the tutors are
And they take you through all aspects of watchmaking.
aspects of watchmaking. And in itself,
Yeah.
there's a lot to learn.
Good. Go here. Keep getting bending and deforming the forces of my third hand. Maybe I'm heating too much. Usually, yes. Usually you are heating them, but then that's what they're made for. So you can simply just bend them straight back.
Yeah.
Just bend them with a pair of pliers, just bend them back into shape. It's what we all have to do. It is just purely the heat, and the force on the third hand does make them bend. So yeah, just bend them back into shape, not a problem.
Or with ours, you can actually buy replacement reverse tweezers that you can fit to the existing base.
So how about the clamps on the GRS soldering? They withstand the heat? The clamps?
To some
With a
extent,
certain,
they will.
certain
To some
degree?
extent,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They are designed more for engraving on the GRS.
Okay.
And the more experience you have in using the tool,
Yeah.
the easier it becomes.
Exactly. There, the more you use it. Absolutely. So there we go.
Good.
Anything else we need to say?
I don't think so.
Oh,
You're
hang
going
on,
to
one
set the
thing
needle.
there.
One just
The Odin is saying, I like engraving fine silver. If I gold plate and rhodium a bright cut silver pendant, will that kill the beauty of the engraving?
No.
No,
do?
It shouldn't do.
no,
It's
because
microscopic.
it is only a microplating.
Yeah.
So it will keep all the definition. The only thing you might lose is the actual definition of the cut surface if you have done it by hand.
Yes.
And again, with plating, what you put in is what you get out, isn't it? I mean, it's not a magic.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. It's not.
It's not a magic. It's not a magic fix.
No, exactly. Yes. So yeah, it is literally a very, very, very thin layer, and it shouldn't cover over any sort of cuts you put it in.
I mean, for instance, if you have an article that has got loads of scratches and you plate it, you're still going to see a bright polish but loads of scratches.
It doesn't fill marks with it. It just plates over them, the nooks and crannies and everything marks that are in there. Do we use the easy saw? Oh, what's the easy saw, Gillian? Ever heard of the easy saw?
No.
Different terminology, I think.
I think in America there's this device that attaches to the bench that has like a clamp that there's a space in the middle, so you can clamp your piece of metal all the way around it to place in the middle.
Right.
That's brand new in America. I've seen that.
You can do that with the GRS. With the GRS micro ball, there is a kit that you can, if you buy the ball with the accessories, there are pins that you can put into the holes, and then you'll be able to clamp the piece in exactly the right place.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Just thought for a moment we were in the Hong Kong show. No, unfortunately not.
Sounds like
Next year, perhaps.
Sounds like a very good idea. one for the future, I think.
I've never been to Hong Kong. Never been to Hong Kong. It's a new sort of holding things that looks like handcuffs. Yeah, I think it was the one I was just saying. Yeah. No, I have seen that, but I haven't seen it in the flesh. But I know it's not cheap. It's quite expensive. The Hong Kong show is quite slow. Ah,
Really?
okay, that's interesting.
I'm surprised. But I think this is yourself that I understand. We do some business in Hong Kong. I think it's quite hard at the moment, from what I understand.
Okay.
Still needs basically.
We launched this at the start of this year.
Absolutely. So yeah, so if you're around in London or live quite close to London, you can still come on down tomorrow. I'm sure you can register at the show. Just make sure you bring some identification with you, photo identification, and you can still come in. Entrance is free, and it runs from 4 p.m. 4 p.m. tomorrow, and you can come along and see what all the companies have to offer. And you come down and have a chat to all the guys here at HS Walsh and see what's new. And if you want to have a go on some of the lasers or have a go on some of the tools, this is your opportunity to do it. Do you have sort of demonstration areas in your stores as well?
Yeah, we have demonstration areas in both Hatton Garden and Birmingham.
Okay.
Not so much at Big Hill.
It's the warehouse.
We would ask that you contact us first, just so that we can obviously schedule it in, because it can be quite hard for people just cold calling
Yes.
to have a demonstration when we're busy.
Well, it's a bit like buses. You get more than one customer come along at once,
Yeah.
all expecting to be out. It's much nicer to plan it in.
Yes.
And we'd rather spend the time with you
I was going to say, yeah.
and give you the full SP rather than trying to rush you because we've got other things that we need to attend to for other customers.
And it's important to, when customers visit, it's important that we sell them something that they are going to use. I mean, we will say to somebody, if they're looking at a tool and saying, I wouldn't buy that, once we know what they're using it for, if we feel that it's not right, we will tell them. I mean, if they still buy it,
It's up to them. Yeah, absolutely.
we are quite honest with our sales.
In response to Wonder, any suggestions for a good microscope? If you have a look on our website and put microscope in, you will get the full range of GRS. They are regarded as the creme de la creme. They do a Leica or a Medjay version, and there are affordable versions on there, and there is a whole host of different options as well.
And we've also got some dust and rolling mills, Sam.
Yes, yeah. Because I know some people have said they'd like to come and actually see the mills
See the mills.
and see them work. So it's an opportunity to come and do that because we've got the Agile C130 and
Mini mill.
yeah. So we've got a direct drive and a geared mill here. Because there's people. Yeah. So if you want to see them,
Come on down.
yeah, they're here for you
Come on
to
down.
come and look
Yeah,
at.
and we'd love to have a go and see what it's all about and have a look at quality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quality of dust and equipment is.
And we've also got Bryce from Sunstone here from the actual factory in Utah in America.
And that's the Orion.
That's for all the Orion pulse welders and the Orion laser welder.
And have we spoken about the weld on jewellery now? Jewellery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
permanent.
the Orion
Yeah, we
yeah.
did briefly, didn't we?
Yes.
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
So that's something that's really. The States had it about 2 years ago, didn't they? 2-3 years ago.
It's
And it's come over to the country now, yeah. Yeah. So Orion do a dedicated unit just for that countertop. You can do it over the counter
And it's got an extra long
arm as well.
lead
Yep.
to help. And
Yes. To permanently weld your jewellery, small thin chains.
Sorry to interrupt.
Appliances. You take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
I sent already the video to my people, my video,
Yeah.
and they're gonna put it in our website.
Thank you. Brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Thank
It's
you.
very nice video for us. It's good.
Are you here tomorrow? Yeah, see you tomorrow.
okay.
Bye. Thank you for us.
Yes. So please come on down.
2 part-timers escaping.
I know. Look at the time. What's it now? 4:30, man. Come on. Yes. So Andrew may showcase some of the kits on his YouTube channel. Yes, I'm more than happy to do that. Whatever products that we got, I'm more than happy to demonstrate them.
Did you tell them about the scopes?
Microscopes. Yeah, we got the Meiji here
Come
on
and try
this
them.
side. Come and try. We got the Leica A60 on that side. We got the Graver Smith, and we got the Graver Mac 80 as well. You can come on down. they're all set up. We've got the compressors going, with the microscopes, we've got the microballs, so you can come on down, you can have a go hands-on. Plenty of gravers here. You're more than welcome to have a play.
Such a fabulous opportunity, isn't it? To just come and
Well,
try
you don't-
everything.
You don't get them too often, do you?
No, exactly. Yeah.
So if you're in the market for anything, just come on down. It's an absolute amazing place to come and visit. And said you get some hands-on experience, hands-on chat, completely non-biased.
One of the important things too to mention is that here, at this present time, you have probably length of service wise in the jewellery trade, more expertise here than you'll get in anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all the guys really know what they're talking about.
They do.
Except me.
Except make a cup of tea.
Exactly.
So how does one test for the thickness of plating? I was told by a jeweler that 20 micron plating is possible. How to test it is indeed 20 microns.
With the plating solution that you pull, there should be a technical sheet in there, and if you read it, it will tell you, it will give you a length of time for certain thicknesses.
Yeah.
You're leaving it in the microplating tank, so you can normally gauge to 20 micron that way. Obviously, the thicker the plating, the quicker you're going to go through the solution. I would say do not do that with rhodium because it will just end up going black.
Yeah.
You will burn rhodium.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to say bye-bye because I've got
you
someone
need
who's been waiting.
that's fine. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Stuart.
for your
I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, but you can. They'll have a list to say, well, if you put it into the solution for 10 seconds, you should get X amount of micron and so forth. So that would be the best way to gauge it.
And there is a point where the plating is it's not good. You might put in its plating, it's not getting
And deeper and thicker. Sure. Interesting.
What else have we got?
The needed flame, the tap, the new polishing
Steamers.
motions. Yeah, we got the steamers on show as well. If you want to come down,
You
even
can come and
just
see the steamers at work.
come in, just want to have your jewellery steam cleaned. Yes, come onto the stand, it's completely free of charge, and have a chat with the guys from. Is it Etienne? Etienne? Is it? Yeah, Etienne. Is it Etienne? Steam Cleans? Etam
We've
is-
been supporting them and they've been supporting us for 25 years.
Yeah.
And a good product, a very, very good product. And we actually repair them in-house when they need service. We do that in-house.
That's just good news because I've got one as well. I've had it for 4 years. It's brilliant. No problem at all with it. It's really good.
Rotary
Really good.
tools,
We have no
fish burrs.
And we've also got the horological stuff. Sorry, I didn't mention. We've also got the horological equipment where we've got the witchy watch timers, and we've got the pressure testers for waterproofing. And there's the standalone units now where if you're most importantly, if you're changing a battery in a watch to ensure that the customer will always say, my watch is waterproof. You put a battery in it, you go swimming, and it fills with water, you're in trouble. And the new piece of witchy kit has a paper readout. So you put the machine in within 2 minutes, it confirms whether it's water protected or not, and to what depth it is, and you get a readout.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, bearing in mind, you probably pay 20 or 30 pence, I suppose, for a battery. If that, most people are charging between £5 and £10. It's part of the service.
Yeah,
should
good,
be
isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We've also got the diamond testers.
Yes, yeah, we talked about the diamond
We
testers,
did.
didn't we?
Yeah, the Adamas and the
No, we haven't got that. There's the Ari,
the Ari. That's it, the Ari.
the metric.
So you can come on down and Louise can have a chat with you about that.
And the Obsidian gem tester 2, the coloured gemstones.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's all on display that you can use as well and have a demonstration.
Anthony's asking, can you give us a word on how the mixed metal hallmarking works at the asset office? For example, does the gold plating on a fine silver base count as mixed metal? And what marks would we expect to see?
Ooh, I really don't know.
No, neither do
Add it to plating. Would
You
they
stamp it.
would they mark it as a plating? But then that plating could wear off and then there's nothing on it.
and if they're going to stamp it, it's going to affect the rating.
Yes. Yeah. So that's a good question, Anthony.
But we don't have the answer.
But I'm
I don't think the assay office here this year. They haven't seen. I've seen
No.
ladies from the assay office, but I don't know if they've got a stand. I might be wrong.
so
But you can always approach them and ask them because they're very, very helpful
Yeah.
across the board. So
But one of the things, as I understand it, with the assay office, if you take in a piece of plate of jewelry, they sometimes file it, don't they, to check. So they're going to file through that.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I'm sure they will tell you.
Yeah. So yeah, have to approach whichever assay office, and they would come up with the answer for you. But personally, I think they would just mark it as the base metal that it's made from, because any sort of plating would, I suppose, wear off. And if they did mark it as, say, fine gold and say sterling, and the fine gold wears off, the mark then is illegal on that piece.
Oh, it's great.
Well, yeah. So yeah, so double check, and if you do find an answer, please do get in contact with us because we'd like to hear what they have to say about that. Yes. Any other tools, Louise? Tool. Yeah, go bring a few hand tools out. Go. Do you like Louise's dress? It's an awesome dress. What we got?
That's a very, very important point. Your dress.
The dress.
it's on
lovely.
brand, isn't it? It's on brand.
It's lovely. It's careful.
It's like yeah, strawberries. But anyway, yeah, we got pliers, we got hammers, we got rawhide hammers, we've got this.
We got
pink shears. We've got ring clamps. This is just a few in a little pot here. But all the different types of tools. Obviously, we are limited to the amount of space that we've got here. And as Leo was saying earlier, we just brought along some of the bigger tools for you to see, as opposed to the little hammers. But you just have to search on the Walsh website, and they do all the tools that you could possibly imagine and more as well.
12,000 items plus.
12,000
12,000
items.
items.
Is a big hunk of stuff to bring.
Yes.
That's it. And
So
it
this
was,
is a literal tip of the iceberg.
this is the tiniest tip of the iceberg. And it was an anniversary last year, I do believe.
76.
76.
Wow.
So 75 years last year, 76 this year. It's impressive.
Donald is asking, what opinion do you have? Do you have GS hypo cement, please? And I set a stone, okay? Hypo cement. Set a stone.
You have
Leo's back. Leo's back.
hyper cement, don't you? Yes, hyper cement for cementing
Yes.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also do jeweler's cement, gorilla glue,
Whole host of things. Yeah, Anthony was saying that he uses Kembu application. I think it would still be classed as just the base, the parent metal, I should say, really. I wouldn't use hypo cement to set a stone. To be honest, it's slightly rubbery,
yeah.
so there's a little bit of movement in it. That's why I use it for crystals, isn't it?
Yeah, you would, worst case scenario, people normally use jeweler's cement if it's an old antique ring.
Okay.
Purely and simply because the stones are irregular shaped, and when you're trying to set them, they can rotate in the setting and then pop out. So setters normally put a tiny bit of jeweler's cement in there just to hold it in place.
Yeah.
But it is not water resistant. So eventually it will obviously
It'll break down, won't it?
yeah, it will
break down.
literally break down eventually. So it's not a permanent fix for setting stones. We wouldn't recommend it for that either.
Okay. Excellent. What do you use GS cement for then? For cementing glasses, watch glasses.
Yeah.
Usually, because there's a little bit of because there's that little bit of movement in it. So these are all the Birch burrs that are available. Look at the size of this cap. Look at that one.
Can you see it?
It won't come out.
That's for
No.
Louise' new earrings, isn't it?
That's like about it's about an 8mm cut burr.
Wow.
Is it 8mm?
So they're all here, aren't they?
Yes.
What more do you possibly need?
So what have
Come
we
and see
got?
'em.
We've got we got ball burrs right up to about 10mm. We've got inverted taper. We've got whatever they are. Cones.
You sound like one of my customers.
Bud burrs, flames, cylinder, phrases. Yeah, every type of burr, cut burrs, yeah, a lot. Straight sided drills.
Everything.
Burnishes, rotary burnishes.
Really
Yeah, so please do come on down. That's a giveaway prize.
And enjoy the
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Come on down to the show. We're here until 4 p.m. tomorrow. You can register on the
That's a
day.
giveaway, but I think the gentleman here from Bush might.
Yeah, you might have something else to say on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a giveaway, though.
Thoughts on ultrasonic cleaning set stones? You do have to be careful what stones you do put in the ultrasonic. Some of the
Porous. Things
Yeah.
like opals and pearls,
Emerald.
emeralds, because they've got natural inclusions. Just dip a toothbrush into the hot ultrasonic liquid and then brush it lightly over the top.
If you've got
Or
anything.
unlock the setting is our normal advice.
Yeah.
If you're going to put things like diamonds with grain setting stones in, put them in a little basket, wire mesh basket,
Yeah.
so that, God forbid, if the stone does come out, it's going to fall into the basket and not into the bottom of the tank, where you have to empty the whole tank just
Yeah.
to find one stone.
We use a tea strainer.
Yes.
Exactly.
We sell,
Back on
we
tea,
sell
yeah, back on the tea again. Yeah,
strainers,
yeah. Tea strainer is
tea-
ideal. It's
tea
plastic.
type strainers. We sell all the wire baskets, etc.
Yeah.
We have a whole host.
But you do have to be careful if you do have a wire basket, not to leave it bobbing up on the bottom of the ultrasonic as well, because it'll wear through the
Yeah,
ultrasonic over time.
don't put jewellery directly into the bottom of the ultrasonic
No.
tank.
No.
It should always be in a receptacle, because the ultrasonic waves will actually make that item rub on the bottom of the tank.
And
We have had instances where the tank is 3 years old and there's actually a hole in it, and that is 3mm stainless steel.
Yes.
And the other piece of advice really is to all your settings before putting anything into an ultrasonic tank.
Oh, yeah.
You're surprised how many people will ultrasonic an item and think, well, hang on, where's the stone gone? But the
Yeah.
stone was loose to start with. And less dirt, it's going to be looser.
And the dirt holds on to the stones. And as soon as that
Yeah,
dirt is being taken away into the solution, the stones do actually come loose.
Yes.
And a number of times that's happened to us. It's just a reason that time. Yeah. As you say, if you don't hold it in the receptacle, you either have to sort of get your finger in the bottom of the tank and move your finger up and down, or drain it.
You're talking from experience.
Every day. And then, or drain it through a strainer,
Yeah.
and then recycle the liquid, yes.
It's always slimy, isn't it? Even when it's new. It gives me the ick, the liquid does.
That's the
Yeah, so any other things you want to have a say, just please do put them in the chat. We're more than happy to answer them. And just let us know. If you don't want any more advice, well, we'll just have to end it.
You can ask questions afterwards. And
Yeah, leave it in the chat down below if you think of anything after the broadcast, and we're more than happy to answer them. And if we don't know the answer, we'll just certainly get somebody else who does.
It's always nice to get some free advice.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's here in spades, isn't it? The Excel today, it really is.
Yeah, everyone's so helpful, so friendly. You get a warm welcome as soon as you come through the security guards. Yes.
Good. Net Creative Designs, hello, hi.
Hello, Net Creative Designs. Yes. So I think we'll end there, shall we, Thomas?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Thanks for your time.
Yep. Thank you for coming on today. Really do
Hope to
appreciate
see you
it.
at the stand tomorrow.
Yeah, and please do come along if you get a chance. What are the plentiful gem materials at the show? and the least?
Oh, it's a wide selection.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look. There's a lot less lab-grown diamonds here, Susan, than compared to last year.
There's a bigger variety of exhibitors this year.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Yes. Last year was a bit of, it was the first show last year, wasn't it? And everyone was sort of like testing the
First year
water.
after COVID,
Yes.
people were a bit nervous coming back to exhibiting, but it paid off last year hugely for us and quite a few of the other exhibitors. And obviously, because of that fact, other people have now jumped on the bandwagon. But it does give you a wider choice of the day if you do come down to it.
Yes, and you said there was a 30% increase in exhibitors this year than last year as well.
Yes.
So yeah, so please
It's a
do
growing
come on
show,
down.
that's for sure.
Yes, please do come on down. It's a completely varied, everything from ourselves here, boxes, finished jewellery, encompasses the whole broad spectrum. So please do come on down and see what the jewellery show at the XL has to offer. Okay, everyone, we shall leave it there.
Yep.
Yes.
Everyone, we will see you all very soon. But thank you all for coming on today. Everyone, take care. As I said, if you do think of something that you want to, you're more than welcome. But anything you want to know, please do put it down in the chat below, and we'll certainly get back to you as soon as we possibly can if you have any questions you would like answered. But in the meantime, it is goodbye from the HS Walsh stands here at the XL. We will see you all very soon. Bye-bye, everyone.